So here's the situation. About 2 miles up, I found this spot last year. It's got a south-facing slope. I didn't think there'd be this much snow up here. There's a set of bear tracks. They're washed out a little bit, but they're there. It was a decent bear. And we have an area up here that I know there's grass in. Here's the problem. The snow's starting to melt. It's about 5 foot deep that way for about 1.5 miles. And I'm on the road, and I don't really want to venture up there too far because there's tree wells that are super deep. And I have a camera up there, and I want to get that camera because I've had it up there since way before elk season last year. And I want to see if there's elk in here too for elk season. What would you guys do? Would you go chase that? I think I could get in there. I think the snow's melted up there because the sun's been on it. I keep hearing something. Here's another thing that factors into this. If I kill a bear up here, Gage is going to kill me. What would you guys do? Leave in the comments. We've become comfortable in the September elk woods. But if we want to grow as hunters, we have to move past our comfort zone and do something completely different. And rifle hunting spring bears is about as different as you can get. Well, we had to cut our way in, but we're here. So I got a camera up here. We're gonna go, we still got about 1.5 mile walk up that way, but it's covered in snow. So we're gonna go up there with the camera and see if we could run into anything. There's been bears. The last time I was in here, there were a lot of bears. So that's what we're doing. Wish us luck. So I got a camera up here I put up here last year. I was shooting our How to Hunt Elk video series, and I put a camera up then. Be interested to see if it's still there, if a bear didn't eat it. But at that time I saw a lot of bear sign in there, and that was right after bear season, spring bear last year. But we're in the Cascades and high country bears, and I love that. I'd rather be in high country bears than sitting on the clear cuts. Sitting on clear cuts, you gotta shoot more, but something about just getting it back on and burning some fat. as much snow up in that area. I think it won't be because of the way it faces, but it'd almost be easier. Go up there and hike in across it. There's a big basin up there. It'd almost be easier to do that than deal with the snow all the way. I think I'll take off right there. This is a bit sketchy. I don't know. I want to get, that's the draw I need to get into. But man, this snow, look at, if I get caught down in there and I can't get out in one of these tree wells, I think I'll be all right if I kind of go across it. But if you get in one of those tree wells, I may be up here until snow melts. Looks like there's tracks along the edge there. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to head down into the prairie and see what the snow level's like, and if it's still thrashed down there, I'll probably have to turn back, but there's probably no bears in here hanging out if that doesn't have grass in it. Some more bear tracks coming up into here. They're doing the same thing I am, walking along this big snow. If you look at this, it's pretty crazy. So this is what it looks like. And if I had snow skis, I'd feel better. But the camera's off over in that direction. But if you look at some of these tree wells, I'm sinking already. And as it warms up today, I'm going to sink more. But some of those tree wells could get pretty dangerous. You get stuck down in one of those tree wells and you're pretty much, I think we're pretty good here. It's not that deep, but trying to get out of them in this snow where it's warmer, you gotta sink it. Oh my gosh, sink bad. I'm gonna go down and see if I think it snowed in. That's a really nice deer though. Look at that. It's probably melted out some, but still, that's a good deer. Decent sized bear, even though those are washed out. That's a pretty good bear before they washed out. The camera's up here, about a half a mile that way. The snow is melting, so I'm falling in, and it's pretty deep. What would you guys do? Would you chase this bear? See if you could go get the camera out? Camera's half a mile that way. I've already beat myself up coming up here. If I stay much longer, it's going to soften up this snow and I can't walk on top of it. And it's probably 4 or 5 foot in here. And I thought that this would open up once where the sun's been hitting it, but there's a pretty good snowpack up here in Oregon still, so I'm not sure. This is the end of May. This is the last week of bear season. So for this to be this much snow on the last week of bear season at this elevation, it's a little bit crazy to me, but it might just be a snow hole. But there is a opening up here in that south facing slope. A guy might be able to get into that, so that's what I'm going to try to do. So here's the situation. About 2 miles up, I found this spot last year. It's got a south facing slope. I didn't think there'd be this much snow up here. There's a set of bear tracks. They're washed out a little bit, but they're there. It was a decent bear. And we have an area up here that I know there's grass in. Here's the problem. The snow's starting to melt. It's about 5 foot deep. that way for about 1.5 miles. And I'm on the road, and I don't really want to venture up there too far because there's tree wells that are super deep. And I have a camera up there, and I want to get that camera because I've had it up there since way before elk season last year. And I want to see if there's elk in here too for elk season. What would you guys do? Would you go chase that? I think I could get in there. I think the snow's melted up there because the sun's been on it. I keep hearing something. Here's another thing that factors into this. If I kill a bear up here, Gage is going to kill me. What would you guys do? Leave in the comments. Well, I got up into my little clearing, and there's dead blow. I know what it's like up there. You kind of see some of the dead blow, but there's big dead blow, like 3-4 footers, and it's still covered in snow. My camera's probably underneath snow, and there could be a pocket where the bear's up there. He's around here somewhere in one of these little pockets, and you see it's not even in these pockets, it's not greening up that good yet. So I got a feeling that all the tracks I saw were headed down. That's a good sign, and hopefully my camera's still there. I'll come back in here when the snow melts a little more. July. But now I got to make sure I can get back down. You guys follow along because it's a little sketch. I spent too much time in here, I think, already, and this snow is getting really soft. Check this out. There's some coyote poop, and the snow is getting, and this isn't too bad here, but I'm afraid those drifts on the road down there are going to stop me, so I can't mess around too much longer. I got to get out of here before it gets too soft. If it gets soft in there, it's going to be a bugger getting out of here, so see if I make it out. Yeah, this is gonna get bad. Yeah, guys, I gotta get out of here. This is not good. Yeah, guys, I gotta get out of here. This is not good. This is, it could be a problem. Even my knees are sinking in. I'm in a patch of shady stuff. I'm trying to make some time. The minute you get in the sunshine, you sink up to your whole thighs. We're just trying to beat this clock now and get out of here. It could be bad, you know. There's been pioneers and mountain men and stuff that have got themselves in big trouble doing things like this. And I left Misty back at camp, my wife back at camp, or else it wouldn't be that big of a deal. If it got that bad, I would just get in a tree well, start a fire, and spend the night. But I may have to do that anyhow, because it's starting to get super sketchy. So I'm just trying to make some time. Well, a little pucker factor is always a good thing. So a guy should always test themselves a little bit. I didn't get in there and get my camera, and I didn't find that bear, but I did get some adventure, and that's one of the great things about what we're doing here on the Life Outdoors. It's you can do so much. Hunting brings you into so much more than pulling a trigger, and we try to show you that. If you guys are digging what we're doing, please give us a like and subscribe. And then also, if you could do us a favor, and when you see a new video come out of ours, if you hit that video, that helps us out a bunch. That gets the algorithm going. All right, thanks.